Here we come! Of traveling with drumstick. Yeah! Kira, show me again.
All right, our trip begins. Our longest trip we've taken so far, by far. First stop was Leo Carillo. That was a good hour and 30 minutes from our home in Orange County, Fullerton. We stayed in spot number 135. The site was $60 for hookups, which included electrical, and that's it. There was water that you could fill your freshwater tank with, but nothing to hold in there and lock up to your main line. So you fill up your tank and you set it and you get power. There is no dump on site, but there is a dump station in the campground, so you can dump your waste when you are done. The spots are really nice. We had a lot of room in the back. It's a big campground in a canyon, so you have a really nice canyon around you. It does keep it kind of warm in there, so it does stay, you know, kind of stagnant and a little hot, but you do have a lot of trees for shade.
Really cool too is because you were on the side that had, like Danny was saying, all the trees and you could ride around. But then right across the street, it's really safe to cross because there's a bridge that you can go under, so you don't have to worry about cars or any road traffic or anything. And then there's a beautiful beach with surfers, windsurfers. There's a cool like little rock that kids were climbing. I think part of that beach was dog friendly, but really neat place where a lot of people were doing a lot of activities and running around and stuff. So we left that very close. I'd say it's what, maybe a 5-minute walk.
Yeah.
And if you have a bike, you can get there from the campgrounds in
2 minutes.
2 minutes, yeah.
We explored another path. The bridge goes under in 2 different areas, and we went to the right, and there's other beaches along that coast that I think are closed to public parking. So you have a big open area. Beautiful coastline, lots of big rocks. You have a big cliffside you climb on, and you can see just see miles of coastline.
We went up quite a bit higher.
Yeah.
Our elevation was much higher, so you were up overlooking, and so yeah.
And that was also very easy access. You just kind of explore a little bit, and you can find it. I mean, there's little staircases walking right up to there, and you can tell there's kind of a trail that goes off into the cliff. A little sketchy at first, but once you get out there, you realize it's kind of a big open rock area you're kind of standing on. So that was a really neat highlight of that spot.
You're ours.
Yeah, right.
Oh, here's the shop we wanted to go to.
That's what I'm saying.
We gotta get that.
There was a cool little convenience store that had all the stuff you need if you need some beers, some condiments. I said beers and condiments. Condiments. They might have those too. Anyways, so it was really cool, cool campground. Very friendly, very big, expansive, where you can ride bikes around and explore. A lot of rows, a lot of people out having fun. All right, should we throw it in?
Had to go with it.
Who's throwing it in?
Are you doing it?
Oh no.
Me.
Did you get it in there?
No.
Oh no.
She did not get in there.
Oh. All right, Daddy's gonna put this thing in.
Third attempt.
It makes the file rainbowish. Kind of. Oh, it's
already doing it.
It's already doing blue.
Whoa.
It's already blue. You can see a little bit of blue inside.
What do you think it means when it says do not ingest? Does that mean do not
Don't eat
or
it.
sniff it?
Nah, you're fine.
Everyone's sitting around it, obviously.
Yeah, you're.
Wow.
Can't see. Yeah, we can't.
Dad did it in a fire that you can't see.
That's the only fire that's here.
At least I got it in the fire.
What, that I did it?
Exactly.
It's getting blue.
Do not cook with or hot.
All right, day 2 up the coastline. We traveled up PCH. We hit up Pismo Beach. We stayed at the Pismo Oceano campground, which is a state campground. They charge $50 a night. They do have hookups. They have water and power. They do not have sewage on the site, but they do, no, I'm sorry, and they do not have a dump station, so you have to find a dump station outside of the campground. I think I said it's $50 a night. Check-in there was 2 o'clock. Checkout was 12, and we stayed in spot OC03. Huh? Yeah, let's see. Arroyo Willow, White Sage, Coast Life Oak, the Yak, TTU, Yak Tithini, the Northern, Chumash.
Rabbits, poison oak, coyotes. Oh, I want to see the long-tailed weasel.
I want to see a beaver.
And the beaver.
Yeah, I want to see a
Those
beaver.
are the 2 I'd want to see if I could pick.
Oh, California ground squirrel, like some banana peels.
We've seen enough of those.
I think it's
We've seen enough ground squirrels. We want to see it. At the campsite itself, there was probably a good maybe half mile, maybe to a mile walk that went like kind of a nice paved path, and it went around a lake that was really neat because it was like, well, I don't know, at the time we were there, it was covered in like this really neat
pretty
moss,
green.
so it almost, a lot of it looked like it was like you could walk on it, like it was like grass, and you're like, whoa. So it was a really neat lake, and they had RV camping, and then on the other side, that as we were walking through and stuff, they have just regular, you know, your tent camping. So
well, everyone hates poison ivy, but or poison oak, but even the sounds, those poison sounds too. Poison oak, poison sounds, poison birds.
A big hole under the road.
poison asphalt we're walking on.
Huh?
We're walking on poison asphalt. If we're barefoot, your feet would get all itchy and tingly.
No, we're not. We're not barefoot.
If we
Look at
were.
my shoes.
And if we were.
Well, we're not. And also, there's no.
Uh-oh, poison dogs. Those are 4 poisonous dogs.
They're just 4 dogs.
Okay.
We going to the beach, right, Daddy?
We're not gonna go in the water. Even
Well, we just gonna look what it looks like. Cause we never been here, right?
We were, I'd say about a 5-minute, maybe 10-minute walk or 5-minute bike ride from the area where people take their cars out and they just drive them up and down the beach. Or they let you pay like a day fee, or not day fee. I guess you could spend kind of as much time as you want, but you could drive it up and down on the sand. So we were really close to that, which was nice because we just rode our bikes down there and just kind of watched for a while. And there was some really cool sand dunes that the kids were like running up and down. And what else?
It's definitely not it's not like a beach you're gonna go to and really hang out. You can watch the cars for a little bit. The downtown beach area.
Or drive the car yourself.
Yeah.
You drive your own car if you want to.
You can rent a buggy. You can rent those sand rails. But really not a ton going on in that town. There's a few little restaurants, but nothing like not like a main beach town. We did ride down some alleyway and found another really fun dune that the kids loved. They got to jump down and climb and play for a while. That was really pretty and really a nice little excursion that we found.
I got him with no hand. Bye, Mom.
Is that fun?
But tiring.
This looks tiring. I'll take your word for it.
What?
I'll take your word for it. I think we feel good. We are going to walk down to Pismo Beach Pier because our campsite was not close to it. We want to get a picture with that big Pismo Beach sign. Oh, that guy just flew out there in front of a person. Anyway, so now we are walking to the coast. The whole downtown area is really neat in Pismo. We only got to spend maybe about an hour or so there because our next stop we had to go way far up the coast. So we only spent maybe an hour getting some fudge, checking out the pier, playing on some playgrounds. But
that was what, 5 minutes from the campground?
That's about a 5-minute drive from the
way,
campground, yeah. All right, third spot of our trip, we stayed in Marina Dunes, which was about a 2.5 hour drive from Pismo. We had to get it. We went inland because the one was closed at a portion of it, so we made sure to kind of avoid that whole area, which it does tend to be closed quite often. So before you travel, plan wisely. Look at Caltrans, find out where it's closed, because a lot of times you might be making a 2-hour U-turn if you keep going up and you hit us in a roadblock. So we arrived in Marina Dunes. We paid, I think it was $125 because we did pick our site, which was the extra $10 fee on top of it. Otherwise, I guess it would be about $115. We stayed at site number 21 because we noticed it had a big back area to where we could put the dog crate up and let the dogs use the restroom back there. It was full hookups, which was our main plan because we were going to Pfeiffer the next day, so we needed to have everything drained, cleaned out, and our water tanks filled up. So it has water, sewage, and power there. Beautiful, well-kept sites. Your dance move. There they are, lagging behind. Go. Oh, there it is. Do we know the outcome?
They had a really neat, it was kind of a smaller campground, so you have access to everything right there, no matter where you're at. But they had a really neat playground, they had a volleyball court, they had, did I say rec center?
Yeah, they had like a rec center. See, they have what they have in there, some kind of
Foosball.
like foosball,
Some other kind of,
really
not
nice
cricket, but some kind of other little table game you could play.
They had like
Books.
bumper ball or whatever it was. They have
Books.
books. They have it looks like almost like you're in a
Puzzles.
little cot, like a you're in a little cottage or something. They also had
That walking
beautiful
trail.
showers there. They had beautiful showers that are
Oh,
free
yeah.
to access if you're a guest there, and they're very nice. They had a laundromat. You do pay, but it wasn't too expensive. They have a nice laundromat there. So after our third stop in Marina Dunes, we made our way into Pfeiffer Big Sur, which was a solid. Oh wait, actually. After Marina Dunes, we had a lot of time to kill because it was only like 50-minute drive to Pfeiffer, so we did 17 Mile.
Oh yeah,
We did the 17 Mile, which was
Pebble Beach.
Pebble Beach, all that stuff. It's, I would say, what it was 11 something, 1150, 1195 or some weird number, but to get in there to drive the 17 Mile, it's a little tight if you're in a motorhome. It's pretty. It's nice. It's, if you want to try it, check it out. But it is a little tight.
I liked it. It was a
That's
little
nice.
gloomy that day too, so it was a little cold and
It's, you see the
You don't know
beautiful. If you want to see certain things like the golf course, something like that, you have something you want to see that's there, I'd say do it. Otherwise, if you're going up the coast, you're gonna see beautiful coastline anyways. If you decide you're gonna miss 17 Mile, it's pretty, but you can see plenty of coastline that's just as beautiful, if not more pretty, along the coast anyways.
yeah.
Weirdos, little posers. Okay, so we left 17 Mile on our journey to Pfeiffer Big Sur. We were heading down the California coast, heading south. Beautiful views all along the coast. Give yourself plenty of time to make stops. We were slightly kind of in a hurry because we wanted to get to our beautiful site in Pfeiffer, but we made a few stops, took the drone out. is
my
there.
gosh.
Oh shit. Wait, is he pulling off?
Beautiful. Oh my gosh. Park entrance. Go see. Log Cabin, Big Sur Lodge.
Campground and days, this way.
Straight ahead.
We got into Pfeiffer Big Sur. We stayed there for 2 nights. We had 2 different sites. We had a premium site, which was $50 per night. It was premium because it's lakefront or riverfront or stream, whatever that is.
Yeah.
So you're backed right into there, so you can see the stream going down. You can play in it. Our second night was supposed to be at another site that was not premium, but luck of the draw, when we pulled in, the tenant said that the second night we were there, our same site, number 113, the premium riverfront, happened to be open. So we switched sites, and so we got that one site for 2 nights.
Fighting cage, watch. Look, it's a fighting cage.
Yeah! He's out. He's in again. Hello. There's so much blue boy.
The park in Pfeiffer is very big, very big park. Our spot was, I think, at the tail end of the park. So from the front desk or from the check-in all the way to 113, it was a solid 6-minute drive, maybe 5 minutes. Because you're going. I think it's 10 miles. Huh?
No, I'm just laughing. It's a 5 or 7.
I don't know, it's like 5
or 7 sounds fine. 6 sounds weird.
It was probably like a 5-minute. Okay, it was a 5-minute and 35-second drive. So we did pull the e-bikes off. That gave us opportunity to kind of travel around and see the whole park. We also got to explore some trails. I think almost all, I don't know if all the trails are non-dog trails. There might be something that said a dog friendly, but pretty much all the trails I saw on there said no dogs. You can go this way.
These superpowers make me go upstairs better.
So there's no RVs in here. This is no, but I mean,
No, for her.
We explore. Stop! Can you explore now?
So we were able to go on some trails. We did.
what was that one called? Or what was
The first one we ran through, we went up, we passed through all the redwoods and we went up the, I guess it's Valley View Trail. That was a long trek. We're pretty shocked our kids did it. They didn't really complain too much
Really
at all.
shocked.
I think probably complained just as much as we did. It was a little warm once you get up higher and higher, you get the sun hitting you. But Valley View is, it's a good walk.
45 minutes probably.
Probably takes about, yeah, 35,
And that's
45
if you
minutes.
kind of keep moving.
Uh-huh.
And so bring water, especially we had perfect weather, and if it was hot and we didn't have water, I don't think it would have been miserable. It was
Yeah.
comfortable as far as temperature and us having, you know, water with us, and the kids did great. But yeah, it's pretty,
it's a
pretty
trek.
good
There's
incline.
some steep,
it's an
yeah.
incline, and
There's definitely some steep spots in there. We're kind of climbing up. When you get to the top, it's beautiful. It's we got one. There's one.
I was gonna say I'm always underwhelmed.
It was-
it was beautiful.
It was pretty.
But
It was definitely. You have a nice view of the whole valley and like
Yeah,
all the
it
trees and
was very
stuff.
pretty.
But it's one quick. There's one bench there. You pass the first bench and you go to the second bench, and that's the one that kind of looks over the valley. And after about what 10-minute walk down, 15-minute walk down, you come to a point that we pass on the way up that splits to where you can go Valley View or the
Pfeiffer Falls.
So once we got back down from Valley View, we went back to the Pfeiffer Falls area, which is only another, from that point is what, 10 minutes
What, to get the
to
rest
get
of
to
the way
Pfeiffer
down?
Falls.
Oh yeah, from Valley
From
View
Valley
down.
View, when you get to the cutoff where it goes Valley View or Pfeiffer, you take the Pfeiffer way. It's probably about 10 minutes, maybe less than that, to get to the waterfalls, which is really pretty, and it's nestled in there, so it's actually a nice cool break. There's a few people in there. It's a little tight area where you see like different levels of the fall. I mean, it depends what time of year. It wasn't, gushing, but it still was a
80
decent.
feet. It's like an 80-foot waterfall.
Yeah, and it was really pretty area. Like I said, a lot of overhung trees, so it kind of gives you that tropical rainforesty feeling in there.
Totally.
Really pretty and nice break. But from there, we made our way back and back down to where we locked our bikes up. So
You can't see it all. We were there 2 days, but it's just we feel like
you
we
need to
didn't
stay
see.
there at least 2 days. I know it's hard to book multiple days in a
Minimum,
row,
for sure. Yeah.
but we got it, and yeah, beautiful.
That was for sure a favorite.
Yeah, the kids loved it.
Gorgeous.
Yeah. So after we left Pfeiffer, we headed back up the coast, back up north, and we stayed at Monterey. Was it Monterey?
Fairgrounds.
Monterey Fairgrounds, which is a very basic site. It's pretty much just asphalt, kind of uneven. We had to drain our sewage uphill. We had a few little quirks to this place. We stayed there 2 nights, and that was mainly because we wanted something closest to the city where we can get to Carmel, and we can also get to Monterey within an Uber ride within 10 minutes. So we stayed there. We got site 16. They pick your site. You tell them dimensions. I think it cost us about $70 a night. We were in town, so I guess that's why it was a little higher. It is full hookups. What else?
Check in 1 o'clock. Check out is at noon the following day. And then what I'd say that like Danny was saying, we picked this area. We knew that the RV park itself wasn't going to be that elaborate, but it was a nice little break because we knew that we could pay a cheaper price, and then we were maybe 10 to 15. It was, I think, a 12-minute Uber ride into Carmel by the Sea with all the shops, and they have the beach there.
So first day we went to Carmel. It's very tight down there. Probably tough if you have a motorhome to get a spot to park or try to get in there, Carmel by the Sea. So that was why we took the Uber right in. Carmel had some So that was Carmel. Monterey. We took the e-bikes. The bike path goes all the way through.
We could have taken an Uber into to the Canary Row and to the Aquarium, but we had our bikes, so that was probably a, I think, 20-minute ride.
Yeah, 15, 20 minutes.
And it says that on the path that they have, it says that they don't necessarily want motorized bikes, but we saw a lot of people that also had e-bikes.
If you have pedals, just pedal. Pretend like you're pedaling. We got to Fisherman's Wharf, which had the was it sea lions?
The strong smell of ammonia that fills your nostrils.
Whatever those you never get the.
I think they're sea lions.
Sea lions, seals, sea something. Those things that do the or. There were tons of them over there. Kids loved it. We got to see them. It was a cool little area. We didn't really go down the wharf or on the pier there, just because we'd had to hook up our bikes, lock them up, and our plan was to go down to the aquarium down at Canary Road. So that's where we were heading. So.
I'd say the aquarium itself was, if you've been to the Long Beach Aquarium or other aquariums, I'd say it wasn't so much more elaborate than your general
I would say
aquarium.
Structurally, the exterior, the kind of the visual of it was neat. It was kind of big cement.
Yeah,
it was neat to look from the outside. It was
Yes.
on Canary Row, so it was kind of a cool visual. But the inside
Very
was
pricey.
very pricey. I think we
$200.
dropped about over $200 for us and the two kids. Food, we dropped probably about $60, and that was for just
$58.
two things. So get your
kids
hand
love it,
stamped. Word of advice: get your hand stamped. Walk out of the place, go to Canary Road, get some clam chowder, get something out there, and then go back into the aquarium because it's better prices and a lot more stuff to do. And you can leave the aquarium and come back all through the day if you get your hand stamped.
And Canary Row is literally right out the doors.
It's on Canary Row. Yeah.
Yeah.
Age is simply a matter of mind. If you don't mind, then baby, it don't matter. So go on and be carefree like a little baby. But first, give the king some more silver coins and I'll give you a fortune.
What? Give me money. Go in there. It's a lot of glass.
All right.
Welcome back.
Next stop, we left Monterey Fairgrounds. We headed back inland, another 2.5 hour drive down the coast, back south. Not down the coast, actually around the coast. Back in, and we stopped at Morro Strands State Beach.
Bird.
Here we are, Morro Strands State Beach. No dogs on the beach.
What?
Says, well, you could bring dogs on the pathways, just can't bring them on the sand.
This was a beautiful beach. This one was, I think we got spot number, was it 57? It cost us $50 for the premium site, which is all along the back row, and they are all full hookups, and it is right there, easy access to hook everything up. It was nice coming from the last place. It gave us a lot easier to connect everything. We're right there next to everything. Same as any state beach. It was check-ins 2, check-out is 12. The biggest, I think, positive for this was you are on the beach. I mean, you're right there. It's a beautiful beach.
Maybe they have a dog who's just very active and he just tries to start the motor. Dad.
What? Let me see those smiles with chocolate all over his teeth.
Mine's not as Mine's not as.
So this is the morning before we had to pack up and leave by noon. We decided to take the e-bikes off and head in to Morro Rock. There is a bike trail that goes all the way to the rock. It's if you throw it on Google MapQuest or MapQuest, whatever, one of those map things, do bikes, it'll take you on the bike trail. It is a really neat trail, really nice, kind of ride through town and stuff. Be aware it does kind of put you on some sand at some point, but if you kind of stay the path, you will get out of the sand within 30 feet. It's just a little bit of sand.
And then before you actually get to the rock,
We go through
we
some
went
trees.
through almost looked like a tunnel of the way the trees grew, where they kind of form like a tunnel. So that's pretty neat.
That was cool.
And then we had to walk our bikes, probably maybe just like a 1-minute walk because it was too sandy and your bikes kind of slip and stuff. And then you got another maybe 10-minute ride most, and then you're to the rock, right?
Yeah.
Which has a beach. Sorry, that has a beach at Morro Rock. There's a beach where people are actually out there with their chairs and people surfing or swimming. And then There are sea otters right there. It's like a cove. So you see there was the
Those look like their harbor.
The
They're kind
harbor,
of like
yeah,
a fish,
yeah.
kind of a wharf over there. The other side of the rock, or inland from the rock, because the rock's kind of out in the ocean. And you look in and you see sea otters, and then you see all the way and you see like the, I guess the wharf. You see also like the town. We didn't make it into town because we were literally just doing our quick bike ride before we had to check out. So we still want to get everything cleaned out and kind of get ready to go. So we did see that, and we heard that it's a fun little town, kind of a sleepy town, but they had a lot of good little restaurants along the coast there.
Oh, you're in the back of it? And now we are heading back to Morro Strands RV Park, which we really like, but we're only there for one day because actually last night, huh?
Yeah,
Today
so we're
we
gonna
have
leave
we have till
today.
noon, so we have like 2 more hours. Actually less than that. We're gonna barbecue some
Yummy
burritos because we
And we're gonna
kind of took a look. Bacon, eggs, to make some burritos. Then we gotta pack everything up because we are heading to Solvang.
And they right there.
In Solvang we have a hotel. Hotel in Solvang.
I'm so excited. That's the most part I'm excited for.
A hotel?
Yeah.
We left Morro Strand and we headed into Solvang. This was our one night. We chose to get a hotel. In fact, we got a cottage, and the cottage was very nice. It was dog friendly. It had a little patio with a jacuzzi, which was nice, but there was no grass area inside your patio, which we thought dog friendly, that'd be nice to have a little grass area. There wasn't. So we got to explore. We're on the last day of the Danish festival. So there was a little parades going on. It was kind of nice. The dogs got to explore and kind of be one with the crowds, which was nice to see their reaction.
I'd say it was kind of cool too, even though like if you leave one RV park and then you're in there too early and you think, what are we going to do? It kind of is nice because you're already spending so much on the hotel room that it kind of forced us to explore the town first, so that once we got in our rooms, we didn't feel like obligated to run right back out. Wow, that's delicious.
What's that one, Kelsey?
Huh?
What do you got there?
Oreo
And
birthday cake.
and yours is fruit.
Mango and peach.
Oh yeah.
And I got the traditional, what is it called? Not an
Affogato.
Affogato.
Yeah.
So it's a double shot of espresso with vanilla, right?
Yeah.
Typically, we've had a restaurant, it's in a
One's a
glass
mint
with
chip.
ice, like cold, but this is
The opposite.
something different.
a Saint Bernard. Look at the doggy. Look at the dog.
No walk downstairs. Go downstairs, Cassie. See, you can do it again.
So Solvang, cool little town. It's fun for, you know, a little exploring. And then the tail end, we checked out and we passed an ostrich farm. So we decided we would make reservations to check out the ostrich farm on the way to our next spot of Thornhill, Broome. And that was a fun little stop.
Yeah.
They can get every last thing in the house.
Oh.
These guys can bring the music from Australia.
He's kind of
You guys are making a mess. You're wasting it. You're wasting it. Oh, feather.
Okay, we left Solvang, and in a motorhome, you take opportunities when you can. What did we get? Solvang, they had a free breakfast. We knew we were going to eat at Pancake House, so make sure to grab the breakfast stuff you can carry in your motorhome. Don't be greedy, but stuff we would have bought that we would have eaten that morning. We just kind of grabbed
Don't
it.
be greedy, but we took 4 bananas, 3 pastries, and 3 apples.
Well, there's 4 of us.
I know. Just
So take that. We also filled up bags of ice. We had a few Ziploc bags of ice to fill up our ice. That's definitely a
Gallon
necessity.
baggies.
Yeah, it's definitely a necessity. So carry some gallon baggies and take your opportunities, which we did. So we left Solvang and on to the next stop, which is Thornhill, Broome, which is Point Mugu. It's Point Mugu Beach. The stop is Thornhill, Broome. This is a beautiful stop. This is super cool. It is literally on the beach. You are parking
on the sand.
You're parking horizontally. Your door opens up into the sand. What was the price? Was it $35 a night?
Was it really? Only
35. It is no hookups, so go in there with water filled. Go in there already dumped out. We did actually, when we got in there, we realized that our state park pass worked for other ones that day. So we left there and took a 10-minute drive down to Carillo. Went to that park, kind of stocked up at their convenience store. We also filled up our water tank there because they have fresh water. So we filled up our water tank there and went back to Thornhill. So Thornhill, Broome, we love. Beautiful. The beach is right there. It is a beautiful beach. Our spot was number 10, which is at the far end of the location. It does get more sandy down there, so it's hard to kind of see your spot. They do shuffle the sand away from your spot number so you can see where it's at, but it's kind of hard to tell where you're supposed to really park in there. But once you figure it out, you're fine.
The Thornhill Broome, they could have actually like broomed off.
Yeah, right? Yeah. Can we borrow a broom? Anyway, so that's a beautiful spot.
I loved it. Yeah. No, I think this was the first place that we stayed that we were right on the ocean. The other places you're pretty much in the RV park looking at the ocean, but this one was the first one we actually pulled on the sand. Yeah.
And our final stop. We left Thornhill, Broome, and now we are here. We are at Malibu RV Park.
Malibu Beach RV Park. And you can see up there, I don't know if you can see a couple of RVs, we're right up in there. We get to overlook the ocean.
Some speed.
It's nice and pretty and green through here, huh?
Trash can doors open.
So it's all right. We'll get it after we're here. We're here, guys. Wasn't that a nice drive?
It's up on the bluffs. We chose what is it?
I don't remember if they said it's beach view or cliff view
I think
because the
it's
names were confusing.
I think it's a
right. We're the
cliffside.
closest you can get to.
Yeah, cliffside ocean view, and it backs right up to the end of the cliff. So if you're a little sketchy on heights, it's not too bad.
No,
but
I was worried, and it's not even like I thought. There's enough of a bunker with all the shrubs and big
just get your chalks on your tires and make sure so you don't have to sit there and stress about it. But this is it. So this is our last stop. We chose this one. It's a little on the pricier side. I think we paid $135. It is not a spot where you can pick your number. They assign it to you. So you pick the location of the area, which is ours, the cliffside ocean view, and they assigned us. Actually, I don't even know what side are we on.
What?
What's our side number? 20 something? 26? I think we're 26.
26.
They assign you right when you get here, so we're site 26. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful site to relax and really enjoy the view, enjoy it and take it in. It's
As you can see behind us, right? There it is.
it's there's a beach out there. It's a tough walk. You got to go down the embankment to get down there that you drove in. You are on Coast Highway. There is, I guess, a little up the road, a crosswalk by the gas station. Every now and then you get a break in the traffic. We made it fine. There was not too much stress in that.
You gotta make everything an adventure.
Where are we gonna be?
Oh, yeah,
Go down, that's more of a swimming.
we're at the beach below
Why do I see a
Malibu RV Park on the bluffs.
Right there.
There's okay. We just came down a treacherous
That's stairs.
ridge down this, and I think there are stairs coming up to us right now, which probably would have been a lot easier. We'll go up the stairs, believe me. And now we're just exploring this beach.
The guy said, oh, I think there's stairs further down, but he thought he meant way further, huh?
That's so much less steep. Like it's so steep, but like not even close to it.
The beach is pretty cool. It's cute.
Yeah.
It's nice. It's not really, it's not a busy beach. People pull off the side of the road and go out in the sand a little bit, but it's a nice view out there.
Yeah.
Kids enjoyed it. We went in the water. It was very nice. This is our hike. Our trail looks right out here on the ocean. Beautiful. Thank you, Kira. Turn her back. There we are.
I think we're on last day is either 11 or 12,
Yeah, I
but
think
this is
we're on
our
11.
last night. We're already kind of sad, huh? I know it is sad.
We actually, I think our plan turned out pretty good, huh? All our spots we picked.
We packed correctly. We packed,
We
the
packed
food,
decently.
clothes.
You can only have so much packing and organizing for 12 days and a 25-foot. They only brought 3 stuffies each. We brought the Nintendo Switch.
But we noticed little things that we forgot, like a regular broom, or the weather was a little colder, so probably a couple more pairs of pants.
All right, and they're ready to finish our trails.
We're excited to go home, but we're also sad because it was so fun, and we're just gonna plan our next
Go
trip.
behind us.
Cut.
You have anything to say? Go ahead.
Cut. Knock over. Cut.
How'd you like the trip?
Oh, yeah, good.
Good? That's
Yes. Yes, I love it. I love an RV, and I think we had very fun about all the stuff, and we got a good spot.
Of course.
Yeah.
What do you think? What do you want to say?
You like it?
Uh-huh.
Did you have fun?
Uh-huh.
You want to go on another 12-day road trip?
No.
No?
The first thing is one and 12.
How long is it?
11.
Okay. You want another 11-day road trip?
No.
What are you going to go on?
I do.
3 days to Palm
Oh, 5
Springs
days.
to see the stars. How
More
about that?
than 5.
Yeah, you missed the stars already, huh? So Palm Springs, let's do Palm Springs for 3
Yeah,
days.
Big Sur was one of my favorite stops. Yeah,
Big Sur was really good. Anyways, that's
Until next time.
That's a wrap. However they do. However they do.